We've given some of our masterminders the opportunity to raise their profile, to come on stage now and share with you a little bit about their journey, what they've done and how they've achieved it. But listen carefully to what they say, because these are all successful people who've all stepped up, they've invested in themselves, they've got an amazing group of people around them supporting and encouraging them, and they're going to share. I would be surprised if you couldn't get at least 1 or 2 golden nuggets from each of these. So make sure you're taking great notes. This is going to inspire you, this is going to help you, and who knows, because they're all raising their profile, maybe some of them you might even want to work with in the future as well.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Harriet Sachs, as it says there. I am 57 years young. I'm married. I have got 4 daughters, a lovely son-in-law, and an incredible little pug called Barry. And as a child, I had several fantasies. They're clean. One of them was to have a big family of my own, and the other one was to have a property business. My grandfather always imparted onto anybody that would listen to him, bricks and mortar. They are a solid investment. So something intrinsically resonated. Now, why did I want a big family? I've actually got a brother and a sister, but they're 11 and 13 years older than me. And so I wanted my own family because I was quite a lonely child. I spent every weekend, until I discovered boys, in the back of my parents' car, wait for it, in the back of my parents' car, travelling to the golf club. Their passion was golf. So as a kid, I was weaned on a golf club. On my journeys to the golf club, we used to drive past loads of houses, and there was one particular building by Hammersmith Bridge, London, which was something that I wanted to convert at that age to be my family home. Weird, yes, but I really loved the idea of property. And as I say, I was weaned on a golf club. I loved my school life because it was like a big family to me. I had dreams of becoming a journalist, but however, my dad had severe financial difficulties, and I had to leave school and get myself a full-time job. Now, I'd always had holiday jobs, side hustles, weekend jobs, but I needed to get myself a full-time job. My dad actually died 3 years later, so by the time I was nearly 21, he wasn't alive anymore. Anyway, I blagged my way into working as a junior in an advertising agency in the media department. And the only reason my boss gave me a job was because I played golf. Thanks, Dad. I was 17 years old, an all right golfer, and I got this job in an advertising agency. I was totally naive in every other way, but I grafted. 6.5 years later, I was poached by the biggest advertising agency worldwide, and I became their youngest ever media director, controlling all of Nestlé's TV expenditure. And it was a brilliant job until it wasn't. Why wasn't it? Because by that time, I had 3 of my own little girls, and I wanted to spend some time with them. I didn't mind grafting, carrying on grafting, but I wanted to spend some time with my daughters. So I went to work in front of the camera, selling on the satellite TV channels. But I had my husband on my shoulder saying, please come and, with your marketing skills, take my fashion brand and launch it in the big wide world. So I did for 8 years, until the menopause. Silence. The menopause. And also 4 daughters by this point, 4 hormonal daughters. Okay, there was lockdown. My home became a family HMO. And my property idea began to crystallise, because I thought, right, I am going to now buy myself a dilapidated house and convert it for young people that couldn't afford to buy their own properties, but they could still save, and they could all join together and basically build lives for themselves. I thought, well, before going into this, buying a property, I'm going to do some research. So I signed up to Simon Zucchi's MMA. What an eye-opener that was, Simon. I can only say thank you, not just from me, but from everybody that's ever done anything with regard to Mastermind. My gratitude to the team is infinite. It does unleash unlimited possibilities. On the last night, I sat having dinner, as we all did, and I clicked eyes with one man. And it is that man, Rob, I will name and shame him, it's that man, Rob, that honestly has sat by my side. He became my mentor, and he has encouraged me, he has guided me, and it was actually him that encouraged me with my husband's mathematical genius to buy my first, well, it was actually 19. It was a rent-to-rent portfolio. So there were 19 houses. So I'm the owner of a rent portfolio, 19 houses, 90 units. And I thought, right, my target is to have 25 of these houses by the end of 2023. Well, I've done it now. It's by the end of March, I'm doing deal 24 and 25 at the moment. So I will have, hopefully, 25 by the end of March. Thank you. What I want to do now is roll this out. I'm a trader, I've mentioned that to you before, and I'm now franchising the business. I've got hot leads in Milton Keynes and Exeter, and with the mindset I have learned, not just on Mastermind Accelerator, but also on this monthly course that I sound up to with Simon, Andy, and all the guys. I am rolling out this countrywide. I'm a trader, so I love processes. I love just doing it again and again and again. Mastermind not only unlocks your full potential, but the Mastermind family, they all help you. They're all smiling, they're all engaged. It is a journey of self-discovery. And ladies and gentlemen, if I can do it, anybody can. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Zito KK. Just think Catherine Zeta-Jones, but obviously I'm the more beautiful twin. I invest in Northern Ireland, and I focus on serviced accommodation in both Derry and in Belfast. Now, I'm not here today to brag at you, okay? I'm here to just give you my story. And I almost discredited myself from coming up here today because, to be honest, a deal of mine recently fell through, and I felt like I didn't have any value to contribute. But then I checked myself and I thought, well, when I went to medical school, I looked at, it was important to know, okay, how far can the degree get you and what are the exceptional 5% doing? But then I realized that there was true value in speaking to people who are at different stages of their journey within their own said tunnel. So I'm here today to reach out to all of you out there who maybe don't believe in yourself and have given up on yourself like I did before. And do I have your permission to get real with you? Thank you for the participation, love it. So depression is real, and it can be a really dark place. I don't know if any of you have experienced that yourself. I failed my first year of medical school. I mean, it's not sexy, but it's my truth. And then as a junior doctor, I was expected to extinguish fires in the front lines, in the trenches, and I ended up burning out myself. And I got to a stage where I realized I had to live life on my own terms. And so I made a promise to myself that that is what I was going to do. So I know everyone here has their own tunnels, they have their own journeys. So I implore you to ask yourselves, why are you here? What do you want to achieve out of this? So I made a promise to myself, okay, this is what you're going to do, but I'm a single woman, single woman, single stream of income. I not a homeowner, and I have very small capital to start with. So I was like, help, what am I going to do? So then I went on to Mastermind and I signed up to the course. Now, I'm not going to pretend I'm some sort of genius. I literally just swallowed all of the nice bite-sized Kajabi modules, and now it's like when I go to viewings, I'm kind of dancing circles around, these so-called property professionals. And also, these landlord letters, guys, they work. I just do what I'm told, right? The first batch I sent out, first of all, I couldn't even get the landlord's addresses. Even, saying, well, can you please just give me the letters anyway, because Freedom of Information Act, they completely ignored me. So instead, I pivoted and I went on the planning portals instead and found addresses there. And the first batch of letters I sent out, a local property millionaire reached out to me, called me, invited me to his office, and suggested we do potential joint ventures in the future. So just do what you're told is what I'm trying to say. So one of the major things from Mastermind, just quickly to say, is, private finance, finding private finance is something I would never, ever have even considered. Simon took me to the side and said, just speak to your consultants. And I was like, what? Like, I like my job. Like, I don't want to, it's a bit awkward. But I did it anyway, and I spoke to them, and I kept sharing, I do this, I do that. And then one day, I will always remember when I was called to this guy's office, and he says, are you still interested in looking for private finance? Are you serious? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, I've got 40K. I'm interested. And that was a mind-blowing moment for me. Another thing that really changed my life with the mastermind was the negotiation module. Now, I'm a shopaholic, so if I like something, I just buy it. Like, there's no negotiation to it. But I was able to, from that, negotiate not only an increase in my pay, but also a reduction in my hours, so that I was now able to work, have 1 day a week in the working week for property investing itself. Using that week, I then sourced a purchase lease option. So essentially, it was a block of 2 apartments, and the view was to have the option to buy it in 6 years' time for £100,000. Now, I was going to lease it for a month. Each month it would be £500. Now, the beauty of the deal was I'd already found a corporation to lease it from me for 2 years, and they were going to pay me £90 per night to manage it for them and do everything. So that would have got around £800 to £900 per month pure profit, with an ROI of around 105%. Sorry, I didn't draw all the numbers on the board. But that would have been my first deal. Now, unfortunately, I'm being honest with you, the deal fell through. But the key take-homes were being really clear about your heads of terms. And I just will go on to just do even better and greater things. So essentially, I thought that I'm going to be really candid with you. Like, mastermind is not a magic pill. You still have to work hard. It can still be demoralizing when you get doors slammed in your face or when your offers are rejected. But I would just like to encourage everybody here, if you don't believe in yourself, to really push yourself and go as far as you can. Because at the end of the day, what is the worst that could happen? Thank you so much for your time. This is Catherine Zetas-Jones, more beautiful twin, signing out.
I do hope you got massive value from watching this YouTube video. I'd encourage you to click on the link below to come and do the online training with me. And I've got another video lined up for you, which I think is also going to be really useful, that you should watch once you've registered for the online training with me. So invest with knowledge, invest with skill. I'll see you very soon.